Some important points for units, some precautions for unit. As you know that we have to prefer all the units of SI only, but in practical life, many circumstances are there, then we need some other systems also. Then we must be having some ready-made answer for conversion, that's known as ready reckoner. You want to convert inch into meter, then you must remember that you have to multiply it immediately by 0.0254. Similarly, you want to convert mile into meter, then you multiply it by 1609.34 meter. Likewise, you have to convert one system of mass to other system. In that case, suppose you want to convert this pound into kilogram, this is the multiplying factor 0.4536, and likewise this ounce to be converted into kilogram, you need to multiply it by 0.02826. Then there are certain specific points to be kept in mind while using the units. For unit, one should be particular that no mixing of two systems, that we know as hybrid system, and that's quite avoidable. It should not be preferred. You always use SI units only. Don't make the habit of putting full stop after the unit. Means this is not the correct method. You must leave some space when you are writing a number along with unit. Some space should be left, that's obvious. One has to be particular in letters, whether small or capital. For example, this is kilo, that must be small, kilometer. You want to write milli-Newton, it is the way, because milli is small m, Newton, capital N. You also know that for writing the units, we always prefer small letters. The rule is one and only one, that units should be written with the small letters only. Only the exception is that unit being written in short form, and that too is based on the name of a scientist, then in that case we'll prefer capital letter, as the examples are Newton, Kelvin, Bell, Coulomb, Volt. These are the names of some scientists, and units based on the name of a scientist will always be preferred with capital letters while in short form. Here, one thing must be made clear. If you are writing in full, it should be Newton. There you won't bother for English grammar. This will be written with a small letter n. Despite the fact that it is noun, but will maintain the law, it will be written with a small letter. Plural form of the unit should always be avoided. For example, absolutely wrong. You should get rid of these habits. Many literate persons, many intellectual persons are also found to be in the habit of speaking meters, kilograms. That's absolutely to be condemned, because while speaking meters, you'll make the habit of writing as well. And once you write ms, this will be read as meters second. Why? Because for second we have chosen the symbol small s. So always, very strictly, you have to avoid the plural form of any unit. Two prefixes should never be used. Now, before I tell you the detail of this rule or precaution, I would like to let you know what is prefix. Prefix, the name itself reveals that you fix it. Pre means before. Before the unit, you fix something that is known as prefix. What are the prefixes? These are actually the powers of 10 and always used before some units. So I would say 10 to the power 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and 18 as well. Here you'll use term deca. This will be hecto. This is kilo. This is mega. This is billion. This is trillion. And this is peta. 15. 15. Full form I have pronounced, and the short form I have written over here. You have to make it crystal clear that there is no exception or the compromise for these small and capital. You must be alert while using. Small k stands for kilo and capital K stands for Kelvin. So small blending of these small and capital letters will always lead to some undue complication in your calculation. Be alert. In place of a small letter, you have to choose a small. In place of capital, you have to choose capital. Likewise, if you deal with negative powers, you see -1, -2, -3, -6, -9, -12, -15. This is day C. Day C. This is centi. This is milli. This is micro. Micro is shown by mu. Greek letter mu. Mu, that is known as coefficient of friction also. This is nano. Very popular term these days. Nanotechnology. It has become talk of the society. Nano. This is pico. This is femto. See, femtometer. This is femtometer. Femtometer means 10 to the power 15 meter. But why I am showing this example? Normally you must have read it as Fermi. It's not read as femtometer. In the honor of Fermi, scientist who discovered the reactor, this is shown as Fermi. It is just a coincidence. It's femtometer and Fermi. F is common to both. Now suppose, when I have told you, I would like to know the answer of this thing. How would you pronounce this? See, I have written. How would you pronounce? Normally at first sight, somebody will speak care. But you should be alert while dealing with the units. You should think in terms of unit only. It stands for centi-air. Centi, 10 to the power -2, and air is 100 meter square. This air is the unit. Hecto-air, deca-air you are familiar with. But this will be read as centi-air. So these are also important. One needs to take precaution for these prefixes.